Love to say that. Good one. It means it's appreciation with satisfaction.
Yes. Thinking? Yes?
Just wondering, with people's weakness, like how would you say you would cope with people's fear? Because you're talking about, you can say fear makes people say that I and think I'm better than you because they're in that fear. How would you say you would cope with those kind of things in society?
Not getting so can you paraphrase that again in a different way? It's a really good question, we don't understand it.
John, can you please come forward to help me for the questions? I understand, I speak in English, but sometimes understanding English is a bit difficult for me. That is my problem. Please.
I'm just saying, how would you cope with people's weaknesses of, so people with fear comfort themselves by saying I. How would you help people to kind of...
Okay, thank you, my friend. One can start the journey from I. Someone's child always says I am best, this is my dog, this is my book. That's the child, okay? And if the child doesn't understand the importance of I, child may not progress. Child always wants to be first in the class, first in the family, always wants to be more attractive. My dress, my book, my dogs, I am the best in the class, you know. So one can start the journey with I, no problem. But one shouldn't end up in life with I. One should end up in life with I. You go further, the I should be expanded into we. And you go again further, we should be expanded with, according to my culture, we should be expanded with the word Brahma. If you don't feel comfortable with this Brahma, we should be expanded with the concept of universal energy. So I is good, that gives you strength, that gives you energy to start your journey. But again, we, my family, then I can say my community, then you say again my humanity, then you say again the whole universe. That kind of appreciation, that kind of expansion. That's why I say one more word, I love use. I love use, but what kind of use? Those who don't think of I, those who don't think of I, but think of you. That's why the spelling of youth is Y-O-U-T-H. I am the best. If you say I am the best, you will never get a girlfriend. Number one. Number two, if you get, you won't continue. Impossible. You have to say always you. You are the best. Come to the school. You are the best. You are the best. Appreciate others. So I change. I change. You forget I. What I need. What I want to eat. What she wants to eat. You see, you. That you makes you able to understand and practice humanity. When I say I, you can't enjoy humanity. Humanity would be a subject, a topic for you to write down and get the exams, good marks in the exams, but you can't practice. If you want to practice humanity, if you enjoy the humanity, you have to say you, look at your dress, oh look at your food, look at your style. Even people who are miserable, even you appreciate them, oh look, you are good. You have such a difficulty, then also you are smiling. You have such a difficulty, then also you are struggling. It's very great. Alright? Thank you.
And the problem for our society, I guess, in Australia, and I'll be really interested, I know you're going to be here a day, but I'd be interested, I'm sure others will be, what your perception, what your view of what Australian society is like. That's a big ask after one day. Because so much of our society is based on the eye. It's promoted, it's applauded, it's celebrated. The fact that, you know, you'll hear sportsmen get up and say, I'm the best, in American culture in particular, but
Yes.
increasingly that's a change in our culture. The eye is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now you're talking about, you know, how we reduce the eye and bring up the we. And I see the we getting less and less. Sounds terrible, but I'm still seeing it.
There are two ways, my friend. Sorry, please, other questions. There are two ways. How to live productively or beautifully? That's the question. How to live productively or beautifully? If you say, okay, living productively is good. Living only productively is good. For what? I am the best. Okay? But if you want to live beautifully, forget that.
I've just got to write that down. To live productively and beautifully.
Yes.
We're working on it.
Yes.
We're working on it. Any other questions? Why are you thinking?
No, it's another one.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. You mentioned that you focus on value education. Could you articulate or talk about a couple of your key values that you carry through your education?
Thank you. I was in England. I was talking about the same topic, about the value-based education. So I said the values are never, Christian values or Hindu values. Values are after all values. You can't say Asian values or American or African or European. Values are values after all. So especially after giving the program in Cambridge University, I had some programs in different schools. The children also asked me the same question, what are values? So difficult to answer the children what are the values. Then I thought that better I sing a song for them. I made a very simple song for the children. That is, truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, selfless service and non-violence. Truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, selfless service and non-violence. That is values. No matter you study in Australia or Nepal, no matter you go to church or temple, you need these values. I told you 5 because it's easy to make a small song. That's why you can maintain but in the same path again. So truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, selfless service and non-violence. Truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, selfless service and non-violence. And you are trying to transform these values in our schools, in the Vidya Nepal, in our orphanage children's peace home, the programs for the youth society for peace, and the main, biggest and holistic center, Peace Service Center. Everyone, no matter you study math, science, no matter you study any subject, no matter what you do, what you practice, but finally, please understand these 5 basic human values and build up your total quality on the basis of these 5 basic values.
What were 5? Truth, love, and peace.
You have to see, you can't do that.
So you can't do it.
You can't do that. Truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, selfless service and non-violence. Truth, love, peace, truth, love, peace, selfless service and non-violence.
Okay. Have we got any other questions?
I'm sorry, but if we can make this the last one, I've got 4 text messages visitors from being to say we have to go.
That's fine. Last one. Well, now they're everywhere. Okay. All right.
So with like someone's well-being, like with like the humanity, like well-being and stuff, and then there's a group that is hostile and has the potential to is threatening their well-being. What is your perception on using, because they're using violence to harm these people? Is it right to use violence to make them stop harming these people?
He's talking about passive. You're talking about, is there any ever the right time for violence? No matter what the other people are doing to you? Is that what you're saying?
I'm repeating the question properly.
Okay.
Can you please say again? Sorry.
So basically what I'm saying is, just like a scenario like the war on terror, there's the terrorists that are threatening the well-being of these other people, and there's other people, they're retaliating by using violence back. But what I see is if they didn't use violence back, then how would they stop the terrorists from harming these people? So is that a right thing or a wrong thing for you?
Okay. Number one, thank you. Number one, if we understand the values of humanity, we will never harm others. That is number one. So being as an educationist or being as a volunteer working in the field of value-based education, so our duty is to promote the value-based education so one can understand the human values, so one cannot harm anyone, any single being. That is number one. And number two, once you understand the humanity, and if you are exploited by other people, if you are harmed by other people, that time also, if you have human values, then you know the positive tools, how to react them or how to stop them. Again, I give you the example of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was trying to stop the British people that time, right? But the way he was stopping, the way he was protecting them, the way he was raising the voice against them, he was raising the voice in such a peaceful way, in such a positive way. So if you know the humanities, if you know the tools of humanity, then we can protect ourselves so we won't be harmed by others. So then this way we can teach them, we can change their attitude, we can transform them. Right? Thank you.
Okay. Look, we'll need to finish it because Dr. Yogi needs to have something to eat. I think. And then he's going to be available. Joan, do you want to say?
Yeah, at lunchtime he's going out, I think, into the hall. So he's just going to talk to anyone who turns up. So if you want to come and listen or talk further to Dr. Yogi, come over to the hall.
And some of you have had questions, I'm sorry, but maybe that's a good place to go. Then, thank you, Dr. Yogi, for speaking to us. And we'll follow up. We certainly will talk a lot about what you said. So can we just put our hands together? Now,
Sorry, I couldn't take your question, sorry.
no, I think you've got to so much.